Hey, today we're going to be seeing a battle showcase using not one, not two, but all three Regi Pokemon in the Great League. Obviously, this team is going to be very weak to very specific Pokemon, but ultimately, it's about having fun. So let's see what this team is made of, what it can do in the Great League, and shout out to Kizzo76 for sharing these battles with us. All right, getting into the first battle, we have Regirock. I was about to say, what's a Felnarana? I was like, what Pokemon is that? No, it's a Sylveon right here on the lead. So we're going to be seeing a lot of neutral damage with Stone Edge, and thankfully, Regirock here doesn't take too much damage from Charm. Looking at, they should be able to get to 3 Stone Edges in this matchup. This is looking very strong for them. So they're going to go ahead and look. Oh, no, they swap out into Registeel, maybe trying to catch a charge move there. And we do see a counter swap into Mew. So it's safe to say this team does not have an answer in terms of Swampert or Medicham being probably the most common counters. So Mew right here is a box of tricks, I should say, as they decide to go for the charge move, and it is going to be a flame charge right there. We're going to hope to call. It's always interesting to try to shoutcast when charge moves come through in a different language, but I think we'll be able to handle this. Mew decides to give up the final shield here, trying to get to one. Is that a Dragon Tail Mew? It's not Shadow Claw. I think that's Dragon Tail. Maybe you guys can let me know. I think it is. It has been saying resisted. Yeah, I think that's a Dragon Claw. They decided to counter swap now back into Regirock, saving Registeel with energy, and now they're going to go for the Stone Edge to take out the Mew. Let's see what decides to come in. It is going to be the Sylveon, so they can get this next Stone Edge off. And unfortunately for the opponent, the Regi team still has one more shield, and clearly no hard counters in the back. So we're about to see a Regice sweep right here as they decide to go for the charge move. Gotta watch out for the Moonblast. They decide to let it go, though, as it is just going to be a Psyshock right there, as they're going to look to lock on Farm down. They're going to have to give up a shield on this charge move, which they're looking to do. And now we're holding. It's going to be a boom, because those are the only charge moves left in the game, and it's going to be a Probo Pass. I was about to say Bastiodon, based on the typing, but it's Probo Pass in the back. So spicy team by the opponent. Boom! One shot to the Probo Pass, and this is going to be... Oh, and they decide to counter swap to give us the mini boom with the Focus Blast right here. Instead of farming down, boom, takes out the Sylveon. That's going to be a good game. All right, moving next, we got Regirock versus Fiaro. Talonflame right here. So that is a good lead, and this is an even better safe swap counter answer, as Regice with Focus Blast is going to be taking care of the Shadow Walrein. Now, Shadow Walrein can only do damage with the Earthquake, as they decide to shield, and it was the Earthquake, which is beautiful right there. And now they should be able to outpace, I think, to the next... Oh, no! Boom! Down it goes! In comes the Talonflame, hoping to make something of the energy that they could potentially farm, and unfortunately for Regice, they're not going to be able to get off the Blizzard here, so they're going to go ahead and let it go, as it is going to be the Flame Charge that they survive! Regice, like, hold my cold ice beer? I don't know. They do get the Blizzard and get a shield now from Talonflame. Fiaro on the lead. We got Regirock swapping in, and we do see us. Oh man, a Venusaur catching the charge move. And this is what's beautiful about the Regi family, right? Okay, we can all agree a Medicham with Power Up Punch would just wreck this team, right? It would just go straight through it. But what's cool about the Regis is they're all different typings, which means you can absorb a lot of energy and charge moves from the opponent, like catching a Frenzy Plant here on Registeel, because it's going to be resisted because of that steel typing. So this is still really cool to see, as the Zap Cannon does a good amount of damage there against Venusaur. And now this is still going to be kind of close, as Regirock is going to be having to throw... Oh, they decided to... I think they undercharged it a bit. No, they do. They get to the Zap Cannon. No, the Fiaro comes back in. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I could be wrong. But Zap Cannon, boom, takes it out. They're going to go ahead and swap into Regirock. And now it's going to be a race. 2 Frenzy Plants or 2 Stone Edges. Who is going to get it? There goes the first Stone Edge. And looks like it's going to be the Regirock with back-to-back Stone Edges right here, taking this game. So that's going to be a boom. Good battle. Very well played. I imagine every single battle is going to have a boom in it, considering the moveset we have over there. Frostlass on the lead. You love to see it, as the Stone Edge is going to be doing so much. And a counter swap into Lantern, which you love to see as well because of the Earthquake. Oh, this is very, very satisfying. Very satisfying to see. Oh, and it lands. That's beautiful. Now, unfortunately for them, this Surf will be landing. So I imagine they're going to go ahead and try to swap now into Regirock, trying to catch the next, or Registeel, I should say, trying to catch the next charge move. No, instead they go for the Stone Edge here, trying to force a shield early from the Lantern as they decide to shield. And now we're going to see another Surf come through. Will they let it go and load up on energy with someone else? That's what they're looking to do, is they let the next Surf go through. In comes Registeel, as they're going to look to really load up on energy. And again, they still have their Regice in order to handle the Focus Blast. I think the best bet is Zap Cannon, probably, out of all the charge moves left in this game, is going to be the Zap Cannon against Frostlass. So we'll have to see what the opponent's final Pokemon is, as Focus Blast takes down the Lantern. And in comes the Frostlass. So it's safe to say they're weak in the back to Registeel. Might be maybe Galarian Stunfisk back there. As they do decide to shield the Shadow Ball and now go for the Zap Cannon. So yeah, this is the hardest hitting move left in the game. So they got to keep Registeel alive in order to land these charge moves, as the opponent does decide to shield. And the attack was dropped right there, I believe. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna assume the words that popped up was the attack drop. As we do see another Shadow Ball land, but doesn't do too much damage, and Registeel can get to this next Zap Cannon. Now, they might just be forced to swap out because Frostlass might be able to farm down. Yeah, they're going to be forced to swap out and look to lock on farm down, as the opponent now gets to a charge move, and they could let this go. They could let it go. Yeah, they're going to let it go. So Shadow Ball does land. What's the final Pokemon? Galarian Stunfisk? No, an Abomasnow! Oh my goodness. Focus Blast is going to be landing, but does it one-shot? I think it does. Boom! One-shots the Abomasnow! These are my kind of games. I love this. Now, obviously, seeing from the submission right here, these are from all over the place, so this is probably the best showcase of the battles from them. But keep in mind, right, every team has its weakness, and especially with a themed team like this, if you face off against a Medicham, you're just gonna lose. That's just what happens. But how many Medicham you face off is the real gamble. So we're gonna be seeing a Stone Edge get shielded right there from the Sableye. It's a big tell that maybe something in the back is weak as they go for another Stone Edge here. And this is looking to be very interesting, because if it's Sableye on the lead, I imagine there's going to be something weak to fighting and Medicham in the back. So it could be something very common like a Galarian Stunfisk, which obviously the back line will have fun with. So they're going to let this foul play go through. They're going to come in with Regice now. And the opponents just got to know, after seeing Regirock and Regice, that there has to be a Registeel. So I'm sure they're calculating how they could potentially win this. And ultimately, the Shadow Claw and foul play damage is going to be a big, a lot of shield, or a lot of pressure to get the health down on these Regis. So they decide to let the Focus Blast through. They still have two shields, and it is a Galarian Stunfisk in the back. That makes a lot of sense. And they're going to go ahead and shield this... I was going to say, why are they shielding? Oh, yeah, Rock Slide. It's going to be doing super effective damage to Regice. I keep thinking it's Registeel, and they go ahead and go for the Focus Blast here. Now, we might see a counter swap into, or just soak the energy. They do get a final shield, so they might just want to soak the energy. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and let this go. This is a Registeel sweep right here coming. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and let the Rock Slide go through. Come in with Registeel, and in comes the final booms. The opponent hopefully has an answer in the back, but I don't think they will, as the Focus Blast now is going to be landing to the unshielded Galarian Stunfisk. I'm not booming that one. It didn't one-shot it. And now they're actually in trouble. If they get a shield bait here with Rock Slide, let's see. It is going to be the Rock Slide. This is going to be extremely close, because Galarian Stunfisk can... Oh, no! Is this going to be the Earthquake? I think it is. Yeah, it is the Earthquake. Oh, the Regi hangs on, barely able to farm down now with Lock On. The final Pokemon is gonna be a Shadow, or I don't know if it's Shadow, but it's Walrein. Oh, you love to see it. Boom! And it was Shadow. See ya. Oh, what a good game. Moving next, we got Regirock versus Azumarill. Okay, Let's see how they decide to play this. Bubble is doing super effective damage, but they will definitely outpace in terms of the charge moves just because Logon is such a good fast move at gaining energy. And we do see a no shield on the first one. Azumarill's actually in a very good position where they are the ones to put pressure on shields now. But I think that was a bit early. I think this is going to be, yeah, it's just an Ice Beam, which doesn't do too much damage, which means the Regirock here is going to be able to go for probably 2 more Stone Edges. They're going to have to shield the next Ice Beam, but they should be able to... Okay, actually, no, this might be a good swap. Oh, wow, they do a fantastic swap catching the charge move there as Ice Beam is going to be resisted on the Regi Ice, and they swap in a Galarian Stunfisk. You love to see it. All right, so we see Azumarill, we see Galarian Stunfisk. What do you guys think the third Pokemon is? If I had to take a guess, it's going to be Altaria. That would be my guess right here, as Azumarill is weak to Pokemon like Venusaur and Lantern. Galarian Stunfisk could be a nice safe swap for them. The Altaria is going to be the harder answer. I could be wrong, but we're making a prediction right here, which means the Registeel is going to be able to close this game out as they go ahead and shield the next Rock Slide, hoping to get to this final Focus Blast. And I believe the opponent has 1 more shield left. Yeah, they do have 1 more shield. And they decide to counter swap into the Regirock, hoping to get to the Earthquake. And they're going to give up their final shield. So the opponent might be able to make a big play and catch it on the Altaria. But no, they don't, as the Earthquake now is going to be landing for super effective damage. Boom! Okay, it didn't one-shot it. Very... Oh no! The opponent decided to throw. They could have farmed down with Mudshot. This is going to be a very dangerous endgame. Steel, there's so many Regis. Registeel needs to come in and farm down with, oh, they're going to bring in the Regi Ice. It's going to be extremely close. The opponent is going to throw its energy. And now this is up to Registeel to close this game. Remind you, there's a Azumarill that's low with no energy, and what I think is going to be an Altaria in the back. Let's find out. No, it was a Pidgeot. Flyer nonetheless, which does make sense. So they're going to go ahead and go for Zap Cannon. This is going to be a good game. So much damage. Boom! One-shots the Pidgeot. And now you can lock on down to the Azumarill as they decide to surrender. Good battle. Alright, getting the next one. Again, full reminder. This is just a fun showcase. Do not try this team at home unless you're prepared to lose to Medicham. So we see a Talonflame here on the lead, and this is so deadly for Regirock. Considering what's on the back line, this is the ideal lead if you're going to see the Talonflame, as they do force shield number 1 of this game. Now, they can safely no-shield this charge move coming through, as it is going to be the Flame Charge, and just does no damage. The opponent decides to swap out into Cofagrigus, so they're going to go ahead and load up and look to go for another Stone Edge, but unfortunately for them, a Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball is going to be coming through. It is going to be the Shadow Ball right there as they shield it and now go for another Stone Edge. So they have good options. They could swap into either the Regi Ice or the Registeel, but instead they're going to look to go for more Stone Edges. Regirock's like, look, my brother's back there, family, however you want to call it. The other Regis, they can just sit this one out. Like, I got this. They can say, yeah, Regirock is like, look, everyone else on the back line can just stay back there. Don't worry, guys. I got this game. Overloading on energy, get into another Stone Edge here. And I think they'll win the race against the Talonflame as well, but I don't think they can take out Pokemon number 3 as the Cofagrigus goes down. And the Azumarill is coming in, so they're going to go ahead and swap into Registeel, and that's going to be a good game. The opponent does not have an answer for a full family of Regis, as the... It doesn't matter. Throw the Zap Cannon. Even if they catch the charge move, it's going to be caught on a Talonflame. So this is just a beautiful sight to see. Oh, you love to see it. Not a boom. It didn't one-shot. Oh, but we see the Talonflame now swap in as they can get to this next Zap Cannon here. This one is going to one-shot now. Down goes the Talonflame. Boom! One-shots it. And then Azumarill still has Regi Ice to get through. This has to be a Hydro Pump, otherwise it's not going to happen. And no, it's just going to be an Ice Beam. So Registeel's sitting good. They have all 3 Pokemon alive. They swap into Regirock for the final KO, going for the Stone Edge. Oh, this is fun to shoutcast. I love theme teams like this. Good game. All right, moving into the next one. How are we doing? Almost, I think we probably got 2 more battles. We got Galarian Stunfisk here on the lead. So we'll have to see how they decide to play this out. Obviously, need to watch out for the Earthquake, but they can definitely outpace. The energy gain on Lock-On is unmatched, even from Mudshot, as they do get a shield right there from the opponent. And now it's a matter of if this is a Rock Slide or if it's an Earthquake. They're going to go ahead and shield, and it was the Earthquake, which is beautiful. So they're in a very good position now to be able to go for 2 more Earthquakes to KO this Galarian Stunfisk. And here it comes. Will they give up 2 shields? What Pokemon could be in the back? The final shield was given up, and they counter swap into Regice to catch the... Oh, well, they caught the Rock Slide, so that's not ideal. But ultimately, they're saving the Regirock just in case there's a flyer in the back because of Stone Edge, as another Rock Slide's going to be coming through. But can they get to this Focus Blast in time? It's going to be extremely close, and they do! But Galarian Stunfisk, still extremely bulky, might just be able to hang on. No! Boom! See ya! Get out of here, Galarian Stunfisk. And in comes an Altaria. You love to see it. Do they come in? Yeah, they're going to come in with Regirock right here and go for the Stone Edge, as this is going to be... It's not going to one-shot, but it's going to do a lot of damage. And my guess is that they have something else weak to Registeel in the back. We will have to see. But this is a good situation for them where they could counter-swap now into Registeel and get ahead on energy. Yes! That's exactly what they do! Beautiful! And, oh my gosh, I was like, whoa, they're swapping in another Altaria? No, it's going to be, I keep looking at the top right. If you guys haven't conditioned yourself to look at the top right, boom! Then you can see the typings before the Pokemon appears. And I'm like, hold on, another Dragon flying? Why is it 2 Altarias? No, it was Dragonite and it went down. Good game. All right, we got Regirock versus Umbreon. Okay. Let's see how they decide to play this. Neither Pokemon is going to be doing super effective damage, so this is a lot different than previous matchups where the opponent had to watch out for a Stone Edge or an Earthquake. In this case, it's all neutral, but they could potentially, you know, threaten with a Focus Blast because Regirock does have access to it, and they do get a shield right away. So that's really good as they can keep going for Stone Edges here. Get this Umbreon as low as possible, and then probably come in with the... Oh, they decide to swap now into Regice, saving Regirock just in case there is a fire in the back, like a Talonflame or a Charizard. It's a good call, but the opponent is not swapping out. They're looking to go for more foul plays. And in comes an Azumarill. Oh no, this is the last Pokemon you want to see in terms of being able to do damage because both Focus Blast and Blizzard are heavily resistant. I think Blizzard might be the better call as both moves, yeah, they're looking to go for Blizzard on this one. Both moves are resisted, but at least Blizzard is same type attack bonus because of the ice typing there on Regice. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Blizzard this time, hoping to do just a little bit extra chip damage. Yeah, that does a lot more than the Focus Blast, but they will get farmed down. This is still... Oh, they counter swap! They save the Regice, counter swapping into Regirock, which has a Stone Edge ready to go, gets the final shield from the opponent, and now the Azumarill is going to try to farm down, but they're not going to be able to in time! Regirock, showing how incredibly spammy it can be, taking out the Azumarill. Alright, Umbreon's going to come in and farm down with Snarl. But they are met against probably an actual raid boss in the Great League with 2 shields, and that's going to be the Registeel right here, as we will see the first foul play come through. But ultimately, you do not need to shield this if you are the Registeel. You need to be more concerned about the Pokemon in the back, as you can let this go. But they're going to decide to shield 1, which is fine. As long as you save 1 shield for whatever's in the back, I think they're going to be okay, as the final Pokemon is going to be a Skuntank. So this is looking to be a good game as they can go for Zap Cannon here to do a lot of neutral damage and then go for a Focus Blast to close this one out. And they make a beautiful counter swap to catch the charge move as the Crunch here, or Flamethrower, is going to be taking out the Regice. And now Registeel is going to take this. It's a raid boss for a reason. It's Focus Blast. It's going to be taking out this Skuntank. And the Umbreon is going to meet its fate to the Focus Blast, as this is going to be a good battle. You love to see it. Oh my goodness, this is fun to watch. Here we go. Focus Blast coming in. Registeel, just an absolute threat. Oh, you love to see it. Boom! One-shots the Umbreon. Good game. That was the final battle. What a cool set of battles. We're going to go ahead and rewind all the way to the beginning. Whee! All right, Kizzo76, thank you for sharing these battles with us. Again, this is a meme themed team, triple Regis. I wouldn't recommend you try it because, well, you're going to face off against Medichams, but this was just a showcase of what's possible, you know, with this team, which I think is pretty cool. So shout out to Kizzo76. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.